and Navy night. And we're thrilled to have Navy personnel in the building tonight as the Mariners take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Glad you're with us, everybody. Mariner Baseball, Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, and one guy at the trading deadline, which passed at 1 o'clock this afternoon, we thought might not be with us tonight, was Jason Vargas. He has pitched quite well, 4-0, 1.55 ERA. Take a look at what he has brought to the table in the last few games, Mike.
Well, Jason leading the club in wins with 11 ERA to 3.76. Opponent's average is 2.39. But for Jason, just a few minor adjustments for him. The biggest key, he always has the great changeup. He has that with him. But I think his fastball location has been the biggest key for him. He's been able to put some hitters away like that right there with a good fastball on the inside corner, which sets things up for his off-speed pitches. And he's really done an excellent job of mixing pitches up when he falls behind, able to throw the changeup, having a lot of confidence in that. But as you look at left-handers in this league, the way he's been going over the last month and a half, one of the better lefties going in the American League.
Time for third innings pitched in the American League, headed to another 200-inning season. We're glad he is still here. Jason Vargas goes against Aaron Laffey on just a Chamber of Commerce perfect night. You can't dial it up any better. Blue Jays and the Mariners coming up. Puget Sound sure is beautiful this time of year as we get ready to turn the calendar to the month of August. And at Edgar Martinez Drive and Dave Niehaus Way, we got some baseball on tap. It's the Mariners taking on the Toronto Blue Jays under some gorgeous blue skies. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, and the Roots Sports crew. It'll be Aaron Laffey against Jason Vargas. Let's take a look at the Toronto Blue Jays batting order against the Mariners top winner, Jason Vargas.
Leading things off, it'll be Brett Laurie. Tough night for him last night. Struck out 4 times, but he will lead off tonight. Then it's Rasmus. Encarnacion, want to stay away from him. 28 home runs on the year for Edwin. And then it's Cooper, recently called up. He will be the first baseman tonight. Escobar, Johnson, Davis, leadoff hitter last night. Hit a solo home run, but hitting 7th tonight, Mathis. And then Sierra making his major league debut with the trade of Travis Snyder. Numbers for Vargas. 3.76 ERA. He's pitched 146 innings this year, well on his way to 200 innings again. That'll be back-to-back years for Jason in that category. 96 strikeouts to 41 walks. And the defense playing behind Jason tonight. Trayvon Robinson getting a start. He'll be out in left field. Then it's Saunders in center. Casper Wells moves over to right. And on the infield, Seager at third. Ryan Ackley playing up the middle. Mike Karp, hot hitter. He's at first. And Miguel Oliva will do the catching tonight. Take a look at Jason in his last outing. He's really been on a nice little run here. And you take a look at what he did against the Royals, going 8 innings. Gave up 1 run. It was earned 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. That 1 run came on 1 hit against the Royals, so he's really been pitching well lately.
Mariners on their best run this season, 5 straight wins. July record of 14-11 since the All-Star break, 12-6. And with the win last night, as you look at Eric Thames getting comfortable with his new teammates, Blake Bevan on the right. And there's Carter Capps. Maybe we'll see him at some point. Here's Brett Laurie to lead it off. Had the golden sombrero last night with 4 Ks. Looks at strike 1. Todd Titchener calling balls and strikes tonight. Tony Randazzo, who took one on the ribs last night. He's at first. Bob Davidson at second. Brian Gorman at third. Jason Vargas, 11-7, a 3.76 ERA, looking for his first career win against the Blue Jays. 5 previous starts, 0-3 with a 6.49. It's the outside corner, 1-2.
Jason staying with his fastball here early, but using both sides of the plate. Gets a strike on the outside corner, comes back inside, and then gets a second strike back on the outside corner.
Strike 3 called. Laurie struck out 5 consecutive times now. Takes it called. 3rd strike, 1 down.
If Jason is going to get the edges of the plate, should be another good outing for him. All 4 pitches on the corner. That one on the inside corner after getting 2 strikes away from Laurie.
Delightful night. 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius. Wind out of the south at 2 miles an hour. There's Colby Erasmus. Erasmus 0 for 4 last night. He sent Saunders to the track in the 5th inning, his 3rd time up. Deep drive to center field. Some good swing and misses for Vargas.
They threw him a couple of cutters away. Jason will also use his breaking ball a little bit more against the left-handed hitters.
4-0, a 1.55 ERA his last 4 starts. Colby Rasmus used to be a teammate with Brendan Ryan in St. Louis.
Speaking of Brendan Ryan, what a great play he made to end the game last night.
Yeah.
Didn't know it at the time, but Eric White was really short out in his bullpen.
There's a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Olivo for the 2nd out, both on strikeouts. Yeah, last night we didn't know that Wilhelmsen, his wife, is expecting her first child, so he was away. And we didn't know League had been traded. Didn't know Delabar had been traded.
So 3 of the biggest parts of his bullpen not available, so we had to mix and match it. Last night, Charlie, of course, on the disabled list. Iwakuma, how about Iwakuma last night? 13 strikeouts for him last night. What an outing, a rookie record for the Mariners.
John Farrell, the manager for the Blue Jays, as we look at Edwin Encarnacion. Nasty split. And I said, I didn't expect that from Iwakuma. He said, neither did we. He said he was fabulous. And a lot of good things to say about Iwakuma's performance. First big league win in a start.
And we didn't know this, but him going 8 innings last night, a big part of that victory because the bullpen was so short.
Yeah, we were thinking, Hey, kid, you got it going like, hey, run out there, take another one. You know, he had to. Big difference.
Yeah.
So we found up afterwards. That's what he produced last night.
8 innings, 109 pitches for him.
Look
That's
out.
up.
Oh, that's some throw.
You see the one earned run for Iwakuma. That came on a solo home run to lead the game off to Rajay Davis. And then after that, it was unreal. He was striking guys out all over the place, every inning, except for that 8th inning. He had a strikeout looking there, too. Really something. At least one strikeout in every inning.
Against a good club, #1 scoring team in baseball going into last night's game inside. Being held to 1 run last night. The Blue Jays are now 3rd in runs scored behind Boston and Texas. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Vargas with a great start. Just like Felix did a couple of days ago, strikes out the side to get things going. Mariners coming to bat. Won 5 straight games. Jason Vargas off to a good start, aiming for #6, striking out the side to start the game. Laurie looking, Rasmus and Encarnacion swinging. It's a wonderful start for the lefty from Apple Valley, California. Let's take a look at the Mariners batting order.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Chevron. Leading things off, it'll be Dustin Ackley, then it's Wells, Michael Saunders. A couple of base hits, including an RBI in last night's game. You can see what Montero has done against lefties this year, hitting .373. He will be the cleanup hitter. Seager with 2 hits last night. Then it's Carpo Levo. Robinson getting a start, hitting 8th. And Brendan Ryan will round out the 9 for the Mariners. Former Mariner Aaron Lappy, thinking the hell has pitched well. 44 2/3 innings for him, 26 strikeouts to 11 walks. ERA just a 3.22. Not an overpowering pitcher. Will use his changeup and a breaking ball, but he'll have to move it around the plate.
Line drive, right field, deep, going back, gone! Home run, Dustin Ackley on the first pitch. Ackley with his 7th home run, RBI number 29, 1-0 Mariners. Coming off the 1 for 4 last night, he got a double on a 1-2 pitch to open up the Mariners home first. And hits a homer tonight. Well,
Ackley's been swinging the bat well for the last couple of weeks. He gets a high fastball up in the middle of the plate and lines it into the seats in right field. Take a look at our McDonald's Supermo, and the contact as Ackley barrels that pitch up. One of the biggest difference for Ackley, I think, is it's those pitches right there, Dave, that he's not missing. Now, earlier in the season when he had been struggling, he was typically fouling that pitch off, and now he's starting to line them all over the ballpark.
Here's Wells. Escobar, the shortstop. And holding the bag there at first, David Cooper, 1 out.
Take a look at the home run again from Dustin Ackley. This pitch is up above the belt, and he gets on top of it, gives it a ride. His 7th home run of the season.
Last home run for Ackley was against Kansas City a couple of weeks ago on the 16th. Second career leadoff home run. Last time he did it May 11th at the Yankees. Here's Michael Saunders. Saunders coming off a 2-for-4 performance last night. A fabulous bunt in the first inning. And an RBI double in the fifth. Laffey with the Mariners last year. 36 games, a 1-1 record, a 4.01 ERA. Then in Cleveland, Eric Wedge had him over there. 1-1. The gap going back is the left fielder Davis, and he makes the catch.
Fine running catch by Rajay Davis in the outfield. The rest of the defense for the Blue Jays, it'll be Rasmus in center. Sierra just called up, making his major league debut. He is in right field, and it's Laurie, the third baseman. Escobar and Johnson playing up the middle. David Cooper, somebody that's been up and down this year from AAA. He's at first base, and the veteran Jeff Mathis will do the catching.
The Chamber of Commerce, those folks are sending out video of this night all over the world on the internet, I'm sure. As Montero bounces 1-1 hop to Escobar, takes his time and throws him out. But the highlight of the inning, first pitch of the ballgame from Aaron Laffey, gets sent into the right field seats by Dustin Ackley, giving Jason Vargas and the Mariners a 1-0 lead.
It was moving day. Yes, the trade deadline has come and gone, and some notables that are going to be trading in their uniforms. The Phillies helping out a pair of NL West teams today. First, they sent Shane Victorino to the Dodgers, then Hunter Pence to their rival, the San Francisco Giants. Ryan Dempster finally agreed to be traded. The Mariners will be seeing plenty of him because he is now a Ranger, and the Royals traded hard-throwing reliever Jonathan Broxton to the Reds. A lot of talk, guys. Not too many major moves, though.
Tell you what, enough though that affected a few clubs, and the Texas ball club losing 6-2 to the Angels right now. So Angels making a move on those Rangers. They'll be thrilled to have Dempster getting a bunch of starts his last 9 weeks.
And I know that the trade deadline was today, but I think there's still going to be some more deals done in August.
I agree. Waiver transactions. There's a strike to David Cooper.
I just think as more of these clubs hang in there for the wild card spots, they're going to get desperate and want to move some people, get some productive people in their lineup to try to help them out. I think we're going to see some more movement later in August.
Robinson running out of room. He's there to make the catch. Nice job by Trayvon.
It Look at Trayvon. Good concentration. He knows the wall is coming up. Is able to slow down enough to make the catch before he hits the padding. Never forget when he was traded over last year and called up in the catch that he made in Anaheim.
Robin Torrey Hunter.
Yeah, a lot of highlights with that, but that right there was a nice catch.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. 1 for 3 last night. He fouls this one off. Marcus has had his number. Yunel 2 for 11 against Jason. Jason headed for another 200 inning season. Last year, 201 career best. Prior to that, 192. Most they'd thrown in professional pitching was 125 at New Orleans in 07.
Well, I think that's an important thing that you're talking about, Dave. And I think the biggest part of that is when you look at the young pitching that the Mariners have, that we're all hoping to see sometime either this year or certainly next year, to have a guy that can eat up that many innings and save your bullpen, because they're all going to be on pitch counts, stringent ones probably when they get up here. Similar to what we're seeing with Strasburg in Washington. You need some guys to eat the innings up, and that's something that Jason has proven that he can do year in and year out now.
Jason saying the other day, hey, this is where I get my best chance, and I really love it here in Seattle, want to stay. There's a strike to Escobar, on the count full, but he said, hey, it's been my best opportunity. I really like it here. Love the teammates. I want to stay. Here he is on the mound for the Mariners again tonight.
I'm pretty sure for him, too. He hears the rumors. He knows what's going on. People are asking him about it. And when 1 o'clock passed, I guarantee you he took a deep breath and was happy to be pitching here tonight.
Seager vacuums one up. Goes across. Escobar's retired. 5 up, 5 down.
A strange time of the year for clubhouses.
Yeah.
All the guys are aware of what's going on. They know, and especially in today's day, you just can't get away from it. It's everywhere. I'm sure that a lot of the guys are just happy that whatever is going to have happened. As
Eric Thames talking to Blake Bevan on the media. We went over to talk to Thames in the clubhouse before the game. Oh, Shannon or Greg Johns from MLB.com. What did you think of the trade? What did you think of this trade coming over? It was a win for Seattle.
You have to like that.
Absolutely.
Hey, I've seen enough of them. I think that it works out great for Seattle. Looking for some offensive help. It's a young man that has some tools. He can do a lot of things. You see Steve Delabar. We all wish him luck with the Blue Jays. He'll help their bullpen out. Scoring runs hasn't been their problem. It's been the pitching. So Steve will certainly help them out.
Steve said, his dad said, you know what, I think you're going to get traded. I don't know where, but I have a feeling you're going to get traded.
Well, this is truly one of those ones you hope it's a win-win.
Yep.
But I think with Thames, he's a unique talent. And I think the people in Seattle are going to enjoy watching him play.
Everybody talked to you over in Toronto said he can hit a fastball. We saw that last year.
We did.
Up in
as he hit it off the glass in center field.
Boy, there was about 3 or 4 of them that one game up there.
Well, and you're talking about a fastball. It was a good fastball. He hit one off of Tom Wilhelmsen at 97 miles an hour and turned it around.
Guys, we saw Travis Snyder come out of the game last night. Well, the same thing happened with Thames down in Las Vegas. He had 1 strikeout in the count. They didn't have any other players to hit for him, so they had to bring in a pitcher. And his description, a guy that was like 6'3", 125 pounds. And what did he end up doing? He said he was swinging the bat like a machete. It was horrible. He took strike 2, strike 3. He was out, and he came over. He said, sorry, Eric. I struck out for you. So his last at bat right now in the minor leagues, a strikeout, guys.
Thanks, Andrew. 1 and 2 here to Kelly Johnson. Fouls another one off.
I'm sure Eric's not worried about that now. He's in the big leagues.
Yeah. For him.
Yeah.
Ball 2 strikes. Put it in play. It'll be an easy one for Michael Saunders. He's had an outstanding start for Jason Vargas. 6 up, 6 down. He's got a 1-0 lead thanks to a leadoff home run by Dustin Ackley.
their 1-0 lead. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. We told you about some of the players that are moving on. Well, there's a group of guys that maybe we thought were going to move on, but are staying put. Pitchers like Cliff Lee, Josh Beckett, Josh Johnson, Joe Blanton, James Shields, Matt Garza all stayed put after being rumored to be on the move for most of July. Likewise, Alfonso Soriano still a Cub. Justin Upton is still a D-back, and Shin-Soo Choo still calls Cleveland home. Guys, any of these surprise you that they're still there?
I thought Choo was going to move after some of the things that I had read. Soriano's staying. He's got a prohibitive contract. Nobody was going to pick that up. So I'm not surprised he stayed in Chicago. Although there was a rumor this afternoon that he was going to go to Detroit.
I wasn't surprised. I think this time of the year you hear so many rumors, it makes your head spin. So I think you just, have to watch it daily and see what happens. You're talking about trades. One of the bigger surprises probably from a lot of folks that did happen was Ichiro going to the Yankees. You see those too, and guys that are moving. I thought Hanley Ramirez going from the Marlins to the Dodgers was a surprise to me. But it's difficult, especially when you're talking about the caliber of players that Angie was just talking about, and trying to get what you think the value is in return. That's a hard thing because those clubs that you're sending them to are trying to win. They're not willing to give much up.
Talking about some high-enders right there when you're talking about. Here's Seager, line drive to the first baseman Cooper for the first out. But I thought there was going to be a heck of a lot more moves than there were. It was a decent amount. Wound up sitting in front of the TV watching MLB Network all afternoon up until 1 o'clock, and it was fascinating watching all the things, the ebb and flow of the whole situation.
Yeah, man, it's that kind of thing that this time of the year, the last couple of weeks, is what I was talking about in the clubhouses too. You think about the guys that are just hearing their names or their teammates' names and what's going to happen. It's a difficult time, so I'm sure Vargas today is just relieved.
Saw Kevin Millwood, and I said, "You've been through this before." He says, come on. He wasn't really that moved by it. Blake Bevan thought, I was talking to Blake for a long time, that he thought Kevin was going to get moved. Didn't happen. But one thing that Bevan talked about as we look at Mike Karp, he said that you got a bunch of guys here in this clubhouse that want to be here, are excited to be here, and pull for each other and like each other, and want to be here when this thing really takes off. And he says, we're not that far away. It was interesting when just listening to him talk about the makeup of this ball club. 0-2 to Karp.
I think with that comment, you don't have to look any further than the main guy in that clubhouse, and that's Felix Hernandez. And that's something that he has been talking about too. Felix, obviously a huge prize for the Mariners, and he's the man in there. And he constantly talks about it that way.
Sure enough. Nice top spin. Ball gets into center field. A base hit from Mike Karp. Karp 1 for 3 last night, coming off a 3 for 4 performance the day before. Second Mariner hit this evening.
Mike's really been swinging the bat well, as Dave mentioned last night's game, but even before that, since coming off the DL and Justin Smoke going down, Mike getting a chance to play some first base, healthy, feeling pretty good about himself, and start gaining some confidence. It seems like you get a few more of those ground balls that work their way through the infield for you, along with the line drives that he's been hitting.
Here's Miguel Olivo. He is the new resident now on the far side of the Mariner clubhouse. Spot occupied by Ichiro. Line drive, blistered and off the wall. Karp to third. Going to second with a double is Miguel Olivo. Boy, did he hit that one hard. Another couple of feet, he would add a 2-run homer.
Oh, you said it, Dave. You can't hit it any harder. He just wasn't able to elevate it enough. This is a line drive. Looked like it hit off the middle of the fence. Maybe put a hole in it out there. Boy, that's something. You see that? That's a hole at the bottom of that white right there, the fencing.
That's some serious strength.
Good opportunity for the Mariners. Looks like the Blue Jays will play their infield back with 1 out. Trayvon Robinson a chance to pick up an RBI. That's where the ball hit.
Oh, man. There's a base hit to center. Scoring is Karp. Olivo getting the hold, and Robinson takes second on the throw. He kept his head up, and the throw was airmailed by Rasmus, and allowed Robinson, kept his head up, watched it all away. He gets into second base.
Really good play by Robinson. One to get the base hit. Nice line drive into center field. And Robinson, as he's running to first base, thinking Olivo, he may go, he may not try to send him, he doesn't know, so he keeps his head up, as you mentioned, Dave. And the minute he sees it come out of his hand high, Robinson, an outfielder, knows he's able to move on to second. And what this will do, you can see him hesitate, ball in the air, take off to second. It's a big play because it takes a double play out of play here, and that'll give the Mariners another opportunity to pick up another run as the Blue Jays continue to keep their infield back.
So a 2-0 lead. Robinson picks up an RBI. That's his second. Here's Brendan Ryan. Wants it a strike. Ryan 6 for 19 here in the homestand. Got an 0-1 pitch.
For Brendan, he's off to such a tough start this year, but been hitting over 260 for 5 weeks now. Average starting to climb up. Still doesn't look like much, but he's been swinging a lot better over the last 5. You can see what he's done in the homestand. 6 for 19 with a couple of RBIs and a double.
Bounces up there. Nice block by Jeff Mathis. Ryan's closed his stance up a little bit more. Doing his best to take the ball back up the middle. Part of his recent success. But a 2-1 count. Off the fist. And Olivo's able to get out of the way.
Good to see the Mariners make Laffey work a little bit harder. I know that Ackley had the home run, but only 6 pitches in the first inning.
Mariners 6-2 on this homestand. It'll wrap up tomorrow. Then the Mariners will be flying to New York on Thursday. Yankees scored 5 in the first, and Baltimore came back with a quick 7 and won the game 11-5. It was a grand slam by Chris Davis. Time call. Boy, that was. Pitchers hate that. Angels putting it on Texas again, 6-2, top of the ninth.
Already warm in Arlington, but getting warmer by the day.
So what's the report today? He said game temperature we expected to be at about 106 degrees. 2-2. Ryan goes the other way. That's going to pick up one for sure as they put the stop sign up for Robinson. So Brendan Ryan continues his hot hitting. Base hit. Picks up his 27th RBI. And the Mariners have a 3-0 lead here in the second inning.
Another one of the keys for the Mariners in their success on this homestand and the way they've played lately is it's the bottom of the order. The bottom of the order has been doing some damage. They've been productive. You see Ryan getting this base hit through the right side of the infield to drive in a run. So now you have RBIs from the 7-8 hitters, or excuse me, 8-9 hitters. Get back to the top of the order, and Ackley, who's already homered in the game. Mariners are also 2 for 2 with runners in scoring position.
You like that. For a ball club that hits 243 in that category coming into tonight's game. Ackley, first pitch he saw, he rode it out of here 362 feet into the right field stands in an early 1-0 lead. One. 6 of the 9 men in the batting order checked in with hits against John Farrell's club. Laffey ready with the 0-1 pitch. 1 out, runners at the corners. Hit down to Cooper. They'll get Ryan. They won't get Ackley. Run scores. 4-0. Seattle.
Ackley will pick up his second RBI of the game as Robinson comes in to score. Take a look at this ground ball to Cooper. Not much on the throw. Ackley runs well. It beats it easily. Back to first is Laffey, the pitcher, covering first base.
It's 2 down here in the second inning. Here's Wells, grounded out to shortstop. And he pops this one up. Escobar back, Davis in. Davis calls him off, makes the catch. Good inning for the Mariners. They put 3 on the board, extend the lead to 4-0. Giveaway in the summer. You know what? You're going to warm up to the idea Friday, August 17th, when the first 15,000 fans, 21 and older, take home a fuzzy full-size Mariners fleece blanket. For tickets to Mariners fleece blanket night against the Twins, go to mariners.com. Rajai Davis to lead it off against Jason Vargas, who retired the first 6 men that he's faced. Started the game striking out the side. Second inning, a foul out, ground out, and a pop to center field. Davis batted leadoff last night, and on a 3-2 pitch, he homered against Iwakuma. Turned out that'd be the only run Toronto would get. 0-2 to Davis. Had a nice year, 258. 6 homers, 26 RBI. Vargas looking for his first career win against Toronto. This one fouled back. 5 starts, an 0-3 record. 6.49 ERA.
He's starting to break his changeup out. First couple of innings he was using his fastball, and he was able to do that because of his location, working both sides of the plate. But now the changeup, a couple of them here to Davis.
0-2. Davis, Mathis, and Sierra. 7, 8, 9 here in the third inning. Dustin Ackley, couple of RBIs tonight, one for Robinson and one for Ryan. It's 4-0 lead. CenturyLink brings you the high-speed pitch. Both guys in the same neighborhood. That pitch off the plate, 1-2.
It was a good 0-2 pitch. Davis fouling some pitches off that were away from him. Come back inside, move him around a little bit, see if he goes back with a changeup or tries to pitch him in again.
Center field and deep, but no problem for Saunders. One out.
Jason was able to get away with one there. He wanted to go back inside and left that pitch in the middle of the plate.
7 up, 7 down. Plenty of room to patrol out there. Good outfield crew tonight for the Mariners. Robinson, Saunders, and Wells.
When you have 3 outfielders and all of them have played some center field at the major league level, that's a good outfield.
Jeff Mathis, the catcher. Arancibia. JP Arancibia out with a broken bone in his right hand. A foul ball. Mathis doing a lot of the work. He went 0 for 3 last night. 0-2. Mathis does not see the ball well against Jason Vargas. His batting average against Jason, he's 1 for 15. Look
at this.
Figures.
It works that way, doesn't it?
Sure does. That's baseball.
Yeah, that was a good pitch, too. Pitch off the plate away, and he flares it into right.
Now's your chance to ask Mike anything you want. Tweet your questions to @RootSports_NW. Answer some of the questions later on in the ballgame. Moises Sierra. Big league debut. AAA Las Vegas, a .289 hitter, 17 homers, 63 runs batted in. Big kid.
AAA club in Las Vegas, 2/3 of their outfield is now in the big leagues, and they're both here. That must have hurt some moves.
Yeah.
The Mariners pick up Thames. He was in Las Vegas with Sierra. Probably flew here together.
Count at 1-1.
.43 pitches for Jason, 31 strikes.
1-1. Inside to Sierra, who comes from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, 6 foot 225. He'll be 24 years old in late September. Two one. Been with the Blue Jays organization since '06. Undrafted free agent signee December of '05. On 5 hits for the Mariners. John Farrell's ball club. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. 2-2. Changeup again, fouled it off.
He's battling here in his first at bat. We'll have the 7th pitch of this at bat coming up. You see that last pitch just off the plate away. Gets a piece of it to foul it off on a changeup.
One down here in the top of the 3rd. The pitch flips it into center field. That'll be a base hit. Check in with Angie Menting.
Guys here at the Ford Sports Desk, but just a brief stop here. We go to the NL Central and the Pirates visiting the friendly confines. A.J. Burnett was absolutely dealing in this one. He carried a no-hitter into the bottom of the 8th and just 5 outs away. Burnett hits Darwin Barney in the head. Barney's okay. No still intact. 2 batters later, Adrian Cardenas singles into right field. That breaks it up. Pirates lead 5-0 in the 9th. It's our Sterling Bank scoreboard. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Top of the order, Brett Laurie, who struck out now 5 consecutive times. With the Golden Sombrero last night, Vargas got him looking on a 1-2 pitch to lead off the ballgame. Out of Langley, British Columbia. A lot of fans here. 1-0. Did that goes as Tony Rendazzo. 2-0 count.
Blue Jays having Jason throw a bunch of pitches here. Jason's going to have to continue to grind away. Again, the Blue Jays second in the league in home runs. 19th pitch of the inning coming up.
Time call. Into the bat, 2-1. So a couple of runners on, 1 out. Mathis and Sierra aboard. 2-1 pitch here to Laurie. It into the left field corner. It's going to get Mathis home. Sierra to third. And Weaving Henry ran right through the stop sign, and he's in safely. 2-run double. Ryan Butterfield had the biggest stop sign I've ever seen, and the kid never blinked. He kept coming. Got a 4-2 ball game.
Well, you can see him laughing about it. He almost stumbled and fell down on his way from second to third. And I think that's the reason why he ran through the stop sign as Laurie hits his ball hard down into the corner. Trayvon Robinson gets it in quickly, and that's the reason why Butterfield was trying to hold up the runner. But Sierra runs through the stop sign, dives into home, and is able to make it. And again, I think that he stumbled, and by the time he picked up Butterfield, you can see Butterfield standing there and never sees him.
Wow.
Youthful exuberance.
You know it.
Scores his first major league run running through a stop sign. In the meantime, the Blue Jays right back in this game.
Not a surprise. Brett Laurie, a couple of RBIs, gives him 40 on this season. That was his 20th double. So explaining to Bautista, Jose Bautista, who's out for some time with a bad left wrist from a check swing at Yankee Stadium. The guy on the right is Ricky Romero, the starter and loser last night. Canadian fans came down here and make some noise last night and tonight. Of course, again tomorrow. Game. Rasmus has an 0-1 count. Levo going out to chat briefly with Vargas. Talking to Eric Wedge. Asked him about Vargas. He said, you know, when I got here, I didn't know what to expect. And there's a lot to like about this guy. Competes hard all the time, always prepared. Great teammate. He will battle it. 1-1 the count. Out back. Aaron Laffey's seen his boys put a couple of runs up on the board. Bottom of the order got on. Mathis and Sierra, the 8 and 9 hitters. Brett Laurie doubled them home. Hart takes it. He'll take it himself. Down to third goes Brett Laurie. Two down. And brings up the dangerous Edwin Encarnacion.
I'm not opposed to pitching around him a little bit. I know it's early in the game, and I know he would be the potential tying run. But you have a left-hander in Cooper, recently called up from AAA, and this young man, Edwin Encarnacion, has done some damage this year. 295 with 28 home runs coming into this game, so I'd be careful with him. If you walk him, that's okay.
Tied for third in home runs with Curtis Granderson with 28, 8th in runs, tied for 4th in RBIs with Fielder. 72 runs batted in, 5th in slugging, 7th in on base, and 5th in extra base hits. He's something else, and we saw a lot of that in late April. Our first 2 visits to Toronto.
There you go, 25 pitches so far for Jason in this inning, 57 overall.
Two-no. Big spot here, 2-0 pitch. Is indeed pitching around him.
That was a 2-0 changeup down out of the strike zone.
Three-0 pitch. Very careful, pitched around him. And he'll face David Cooper, flying out to left. First walk issued by Vargas. Two outs, 2 runs in. Vargas has slowed down the pace with a couple of runners on. First pitch to Cooper. 0-1. Cooper called up yesterday from Las Vegas. Second go round with the big club. 314 hitter in AAA. It's a right tackle. And he throws a cart for the final out, but damage done by Brett Laurie. And Langley, British Columbia, 2-run double gets the Blue Jays on the board. It's 4-2 Mariners. Glad you're with us here at Safeco Field. AT&T Trivia Time. Who is the Blue Jays leader in career hits? Get some good ones here. John Olerud, Tony Fernandez, Vernon Wells, and Lloyd Mosby. Good players.
I think I want to go with Lloyd Mosby just because I like that he wore his helmet on top of his hat.
He's one of the last guys to do it, right?
Yeah. And it would always fall off. His helmet would fall off when he was running the bases. He could turn on a fastball, Lloyd
Mosby. Willie Upshaw. This is what, late 80s, early 90s, late 80s.
Jesse Barfield, George Bell.
George Bell, some good clubs, good players. You go with Lloyd Mosby. That's a good call. Just for variety's sake, I'll go with Tony Fernandez. Saunders, first time up, fly to left.
And the Mariners get 2 runs back, able to score 1 in the first on a home run by Ackley, and then 3 in the second.
Bouncing ball to Cooper, the first baseman. Raffy there in time. See what Montero can do. First time up, he grounded out to short. Coming off a 1-for-3 performance yesterday. He hit that screaming line drive that caught Tony Randazzo, who was umpiring at second base, got him in the left rib area. I was told that Tony came out of it okay.
I don't think you can get hit any harder.
That's the truth. I'm sure Tony is thrilled to be at first base tonight.
I bet you're right.
All right, let's see. The fans are going with John Olerud.
Good choice.
Yep. Was up there a lot, 93, 94. It's a good run in Toronto. All right, Ted Williams is still very much alive then. I remember him saying about Olerud, he loved everything about his mechanics, the way he was going about it. He's leading the league in hitting. He says, that's the kind of guy you want to come home and marry your daughter.
I thought he would say something about him needing to pull the ball more.
2-1. Boy, that's a rocket there, too, on the right center field.
Continues to wear out left-handed pitching.
Leading the American League in that category with a 373 batting average.
1 for 2 now. An inside-out swing. Pitch was inside, middle in. Belt high and hits a line drive into right center. Give Kyle Seager a chance to hit. He lined out to the first baseman his first time up.
Aaron is in a stretch of 15 games playing teams that are 500 or better. Blue Jays start tonight right at 500, 51-51. Montero, not a base stealing threat. Not much of a lead. 1-0 pitch outside to Seager. So the Blue Jays fans making themselves seen and heard here. Fans appreciate their patronage, adding to the coffers. Big ovation. There's somebody with a Montreal Expo hat on the left-hand side. Expos now the Washington Nationals. They were shut out by the Phillies and Cliff Lee 8-0 tonight. Seager's got a 3-0 count. And a 4-pitch walk to Seager. So with 1 out, Mariners have runners at first and second.
Mariners scoring in the second inning. Started with Mike Karp, who's coming up to hit now. Mike with a base hit back up the middle with 1 out.
If you follow the Mariners online, you won't want to miss tomorrow's social media night right here at Safeco Field for $11. You heard right, $11. You're going to get a ticket to the ball game against Toronto and a unique Mariners T-shirt. You'll also be part of an exclusive pregame event with Sean Kelly, Lucas Litke, Charlie Furbish, Shannon Dreyer, and myself, and others scheduled to appear to talk Mariner baseball and social media. Pick up your tickets at mariners.com/social media. Karp looks at ball 1.
Mariners 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Carp had his base hit. Start things in the last inning. It was the first of 4 consecutive hits by the Mariners, including a double by Olivo.
Off.
Blue Jays outfield playing straight away.
Got a 2-1 count to Mike. 5 home runs in the season. It's driven in 18 runs. Homer against Kansas City 4 days ago. Off-speed pitch, dribbled foul.
Off-speed pitch in the middle of the plate and down. You time it right, hit that pitch hard as a left-handed hitter. There's a good-looking Mariner fan. Looks like he's already had some cotton candy sticking around the mouth area. Good for him.
A lot of Blue Jay gear in the house here. That's outside. 3-2. One out, 2 on for the Mariners with Miguel Olivo on deck. He hit an absolute rope off the sign in deep left center field. First time up for a double. Carp backhanded by Escobar. There's 1, a turn 2. Nicely turned by Escobar, Johnson, and Cooper. That extinguishes a Mariner 3rd inning threat. 4-2 Seattle.
Head into the 4th inning. Andrew Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Josh Beckett still in Beantown going up against Justin Verlander and the Tigers. And Josh Beckett ended up having to leave this game with reported back injury in the top of the 3rd. He gave up 1 run and walked 2. Meanwhile, bottom of the 4th, bases juice for the Sox. Verlander walks Jacoby Ellsbury to make it 2-1 Boston. It's now in delay right now, 4-1 in the 6th. It's our Sterling Bank scoreboard, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Shortstop Yunel Escobar will lead it off. Here in the 4th inning, he turned that nice double play to end the 3rd. 4-2 Mariner lead. Right to Singer. That's why they call it the hot corner. Good grief. Almost took him in the left field.
Kyle playing in on the grass at third. Take the bunt away from Escobar, and he hits it. You can see he's up close. Almost catches it behind him. Had to reach back. The ball was hit so hard. Well, that's a quick out for Vargas. That's something he needs. He had to throw a lot of pitches last inning. And right now his pitch count up to 63, working here in the fourth.
Kelly Johnson fly to center. That ball was hit hard. There's nothing going through your mind there when you get a ball like that. You just react. You see it, just put your glove up.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Nothing to think about. I mean, that thing is on you. Just a flash. Hardest one you caught down there.
Dave Winfield.
Oh.
I caught it with the middle of my chest.
Oh, man.
Take another look at it. It's a screaming line drive, and it's bending at him. It hooks back to him, and he catches in the end of the webbing of his glove. Again, just behind him as this bat shatters.
Quick 2 outs. Let's take a look at this. They play in normal speed. You don't want to do this at home. Tell me about the Winfield. He caught it with it.
Middle of my chest.
Right?
Yeah. Picked it up, threw him out, and then went right immediately to the ground. This first time I was actually in the minor leagues with the Expos at the time, and I got one of those nice calls to go with spring training game.
Right.
We were going to Fort Lauderdale to play the Yankees. First inning.
You see 6'6" Dave Winfield come to the plate. He back up a couple steps.
Yeah. Oh well, of course. And then the other thing that was scary about him is, for myself, only seen him on TV, and then finally here I am standing 90 feet away from him.
Davis.
And to watch him come in and basically rake the batter's box to the backstop and halfway out to the mound. It was something.
Yeah,
I had seams in the middle of my chest, I think, basically for the rest of the summer.
Man, oh man.
Yeah. Prepared me, though, for the rest of my career.
Yes, it did, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a low fastball or something coming down and in. He got full extension on it, right?
And it was the same type of deal where he hooked it down there, and I didn't have time to get my glove. I was down and ready to field, and all I had time to do was just basically flinch.
Jose Davis, skied to center, first time up. Vargas got him 1-2. Might be playable. Cart giving it a good look.
Oh,
and right in between. He and Wells.
Looked like he was expecting the ball to curve more from the right-handed hitter, which should slice away from him, and he overruns it a little bit to the right and has to reach back. Goes off the end of his glove. Didn't quite get any piece of it. Just by about a foot.
One, two. The string popped him up. Ackley's under it. Quick inning. Efficient inning. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth for Vargas. 9 pitches for Jason. 4-2 Mariners. On Edgar Martinez drive. Revisit our AT&T trivia question. Blue Jays leader in career hits. And the fans went with John Olerud. You went with Lloyd Mosby. I went with Tony Fernandez. Survey says Tony Fernandez by what's that 44 over Vernon Wells. Delgado, some good players there. Shannon Stewart, Joe Carter. Some good players. Remember, what was it? They lose to Kansas City in the ALCS in '85. They had an outstanding ball club. Of course, Kansas City has not been to the playoffs since then. Here's Olivo, followed by Robinson and Ryan here in the 4th inning. George Bell, Fernandez, and Mosby all on that '85 Blue Jay club that loses in the American League Championship Series. Trying to get a base hit again. Escobar throws, got him, well done. Takes a hit away from Olivo.
Strong arm from Escobar as he goes to backhand this play. It's hit in the hole, backhands. It had to actually take an extra step. But because he has such a strong arm, off balance, able to throw it across the diamond to get Olivo by a step. Good play by Escobar.
Trayvon Robinson, RBI single last time up. Got good speed. That bunt should be a big part of his arsenal. Four hits from the bottom of the order here for the Mariners. 1-1. Very productive second inning. 3 runs on 4 hits. One. Ball and 2 strikes to Robinson with Brendan Ryan on deck. Mariners trying to extend their winning streak to 6 games. Their July record 14-11. Since the All-Star break, a record of 12-6 for Eric Wedge's crew. Jumped on that hanger, put it in the gap. Trayvon Robinson in the high gear. He'll get to second base. Bobbled out there by Davis. So Laffey tried to get away with a hanging breaking ball, and Robinson all over it.
Second base hit of the game for Trayvon. This time he'll get a double for this. I think he makes it even if Davis fields it cleanly out in left center field with Trayvon's speed. He was going for 2 the whole way.
They give him a single and an E7.
Really? Take a look at him running. I'd give him a double.
So 1 out. Robinson at second. Here's Ryan. Got an RBI single to right field. It's back in the second inning. Pitch up high for ball 1.
Mariners now 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position. One of those hits off the bat with Brendan Ryan.
Count at 1-1.
Here at Safeco Field up on the big screen, they flash up little things that the guys like. Any surprise that his favorite athlete is Blake Griffin?
He's an LA Clipper. Again, he's
fan.
The biggest Clipper fan. Dan Peterson, the official score, just changed that ruling to a double for Trayvon Robinson. Ground ball finds a hole. Robinson made sure it got through. So another base hit for Brendan Ryan. He's 2 for 2.
Again, the bottom of the order taking care of some business. Brendan Ryan has been swinging much better lately, and here's the second base hit of the game. Trayvon doing the right thing at second. You have to make this ball go through, and then head on to third. If there were 2 outs, he would score easy because he may as well go, but I think right there he has to make sure that it goes through the infield. Shortstop makes a backhanded play and throws him out at third. He's not going to want to see the manager at that point.
Let's see. Where's the nearest exit? How about this? Your 8-hole hitting Trayvon Robinson 2 for 2. 9-hole hitting shortstop Brendan Ryan 2 for 2. Ackley 1 for 2. He's driven in 2 runs. A home run and a fielder's choice. Trayvon Robinson, since being called up, now 4 for 9. Inside to Ackley. Ball 1. Great shot from right field. Good looking night here at Safeco Field. A double now for Robinson. That gives him 2 on the season. Got a 1-0 pitch. In there for strike. Scoring opportunity here for the Mariners. A 1-1 pitch with 1 out, 2 on. And that goes Brian Gorman, 2-1. One Ackley in there for a strike. Count evens at 2-2.
Good cutter from Lappy going on the outside corner. The first 3 pitches inside to Ackley, and then he went away that time, right on the knees on the outside corner. Perfect pitch.
Casper Wells on deck. Ryan back. Blue Jays in last place in the American League East. 9 back in the Yankees starting tonight. Yankees lose 11-5 to Baltimore. Orioles pick up a game to go 5.5 back in second place. Off the glove. Johnson to Escobar. Throws it away. Robinson scores. 5-2 Mariners. Escobar knew he had to hurry.
Third RBI of the game for Ackley. Couple fielder choices have picked up some runs for him as Brendan Ryan comes in, gets some high fives from his teammates. Take a look at it. Off the glove. Good quick feed from the second baseman Johnson. The throw is just wide. Pulls him off the bag.
Scoring in the play. His second run tonight, Trayvon Robinson. Third Ackley RBI. Here's Wells. Runner at first, 2 down. It's to Wells, misses off the plate.
There you go, bottom of the order. Already 6 hits in the game, a couple of doubles, runs, RBIs. Ackley with 3 RBIs, taking advantage of all those base hits from the guys at the bottom of the order.
Chris Chambliss, batting coach on your right. The way the guy's been swinging the bats. 4 runs on 8 hits last night. Sunday, 7-6 win. Mariners had 12 hits. Here's the 1-0. Hey, that one guy, you don't get paid by the hour. Tough crowd.
Well, runners on, it takes a long time to get the sign from Mathis. He has 3 pitches. And he's thrown over to first a number of times, irritating the fans here.
Count at 1-1. Casper Wells 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out to short, fly out to left.
Trying to keep the ball on the ground to help himself out. Probably should have been off the field with that double play ball, but they weren't able to turn it for him. Mariners happy about that as they pick up another run.
Popped up, giving Chase Cooper no play. Oh, one other thing we didn't talk about: Neftali Feliz, Tommy John surgery, season over.
Yep.
For the Texas Rangers. So they
able to pick up Ryan Dempster today.
Dempster acquisition looms even larger. One-two pitch coming to Casper Wells. It's not like Ackley's got a big lead over. Step and a half, 2 tops. Ball at 2 strikes. Runner goes. Throw down to second. They got him. 1-3-4. Ackley's retired. Wells will lead off in the 5th. Mariners get another run. It's 5-2 Seattle.
The 5th inning. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. And the Phillies were very busy. One guy who's still there and that would be Cliff Lee. Taking on Steven Strasburg. What a pitching matchup. Lee was in control on the mound and at the plate. He went 7 innings, spanned 7, added an RBI single while Strasburg struggled. He lasted just 4 and gave up 6, including this inside-the-park home run to Jimmy Rollins in the 4th. Phillies win 8-0 the final. Guys, back upstairs to you. By the way, if you heard that loud bang, apparently that was the Seafair Pirates. I don't know if you guys can hear it from up there, but down here we all had heart attacks.
Yeah, that's not, when you're not expecting that, a big boom goes off. Duck and cover. 0-1 to Jeff Mathis leading off. Big time pop-up. Put away by Seager for out number 1.
74 pitches for Jason. The good news is, as deliberate as Laffey was in that last inning, he was able to rest up in the dugout after throwing a lot of pitches a few innings ago. 74 pitches. Now 50 strikes for Vargas. 10 first pitch strikes out of the 17 batters that he has faced.
Voice of Sierra. Worked a 2-2 count, fouled off a couple of pitches and got his first big league hit, single to center. Big swing and a miss.
Figured he got his base hit out of the way. Go for a little bit more this time. Jason, good change up.
You were talking about Sierra and Thames being on the same flight coming here. They were. Ryan just gets him. Good hustle down the line by the young man. 2 outs. A guy named Jammer555 tweeted in a picture. Happened to be on the pic. I guess somehow he saw the picture or was on that flight and sent it in. Pretty cool.
Very cool as he gets jammed right here, and Brendan Ryan, thinking it was a little bit harder, ends up with an in-between hop, smothers it, and a quick throw. I'll guarantee you that Thames was answering a lot of questions about what the big leagues is really like. The young man flying with him.
You know it. There's Brett Laurie, top of the order. 2-run double last time. Struck out, looking first time to lead off the ball game. Vargas 62 pitches to get the first 9 outs. Now 15 pitches to get the last 5 outs. Vargas has been on a great roll. His last 4 starts, 4-0, a 1.55 ERA. Comebacker. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3. 7 in a row retired. 8 pitches to get it done in the 5th. 5-2 Mariners. Game 2 against the Toronto Blue Jays. Jason Vargas trying to win his 12th ball game. Go 5-0 in his last 5 starts, and he has looked good. Former Mariner Aaron Laffey face Casper Wells, Michael Saunders, and Jesus Montero here in the bottom of the 5th.
When you look at how well the Mariners starters have pitched lately, they've obviously done a great job, but it's amazing what a little bit of run support will do for you. Guys have been swinging the bats and giving these guys a lead to work with. Felix, nobody better than him, close out games once he gets a lead. Makes a big difference.
It sure is, and it's got the Mariners 9 games under 500. He did go, says home plate umpire Todd Tischer.
In the last 12 games and what the starters have done, really pitched well. 65 strikeouts and 83 in the 3rd innings. But how about the ERA? 1.62 ERA and an 8-1 record.
Some good dealing.
Strong.
One and 2, the count to Wells. Six hits on the homestand. Off the plate, 2-2. A groan from Blue Jays fans.
Well, they're begging. That pitch was well off the plate away.
2-2. Way outside.
Michael Saunders waiting on deck. He's trying to join the hit parade here. The Mariners with 8 hits through 4 innings.
Comfy night off. The fist fouled back. A re-rack. Finish up the homestand tomorrow. On the road again for the Mariners.
Last long road trip for the Mariners.
Yeah. Yippee.
Yeah.
We had all those babies front-ended.
Yeah. And it's a long one, too. New York, Baltimore, and then over to L.A. and finally back home.
Another big homestand after that. That'll be good.
I think it'll be good for these guys, too. Another test for them going out on this trip. When you talk about the Yankees and the Orioles and the Angels, all of them trying to get in to postseason play.
Gonna get a good idea where you stand. 3-2 pitch. And it's a walk. Drawn by Casper Wells. Second walk issued by Laffey. If you take the family out to the ball game, you should come out on Wednesday night. Safeco Field Grand Slam Family Package nights at the ballpark, where you can get a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for as low as $15 for each member of the family. Next event's coming up tomorrow, 7:10 start time against these Blue Jays. So get your tickets, the whole family. Get them right now, Mariners.com/specials. We can do some good downing here at Safeco Field. Lots to choose from. Ground ball. Kelly Johnson flips to Escobar for 1, and Cooper pulled from the bag. I think Saunders beat it.
I think he beat it. It looked like Escobar was able to get much on the throw. Take a look at it. You can see Johnson coming in, gets rid of it, good shape. Not much on the throw as Saunders beats it out. Actually throws it in the dirt. Good pick by Cooper over at first. You have to wonder if maybe the base runners, first it was Brendan Ryan, that time Casper Wells sliding in hard to second, trying to take his legs out from under him.
Did a great job to get over him. Cooper was pulled off the back, plus Saunders' speed.
I'll bring up Montero. Montero 1 for 2. Had a line drive base hit into right center field his last time up.
Saunders and Mariners leading base stealer with 15. Montero takes a strike. 2 to Montero.
Next pitch will be number 70 for Lappy.
Mathis held it there for a while. I think Montero was 50-50 on that one when he bagged out.
No, they had him set up for it. A couple of pitches away and then popped the fastball at 86 miles an hour just off the inside corner. Looked like Montero was leaning out over the plate a little bit trying to get that pitch away.
One-two pitch. Center field backs up Rasmus a little bit. Makes a catch. Two outs brings up Kyle Seager. Lined out the first and walked. Two previous plate appearances. 37 two-out RBIs. Leads the big leagues.
I don't think he can find a gap. He has a good chance to get another one because Saunders can run over at first. Left center field should work.
5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Mariners. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Toronto. 0-1. Time 2-0 to Seager. Kyle 2 for 4 with an RBI last night. And yes, it was a 2-out RBI in the first inning. Omar Vizquel, he made a play. What was it? He had a triple in one game. At back-to-back triples. Laurie got one, and Vizquel followed with a triple. And so Buck Martinez is telling me the story. I said, Buck says, you want to know who got there fastest? He said, Omar. And Omar said, I didn't have to slide my triple.
Stays in great shape, doesn't he?
He also made a play behind another one of his patented barehand deals on a chopper coming in from behind the mound. Saw that in the highlights late last week. 45 years old, still productive. Seager with a base hit. Saunders will get to third easily. First and third with 2 outs. Kyle ahead in the count 2-0. Cash is in.
Kyle starting to be a hot hitter for the Mariners. Dave mentioned always doing a good job hitting with men in scoring position, but starting to pick up some base hits now and raise that average. He hits this one by Cooper. Cooper holding the runner on Saunders, and Saunders will run around to third on that base hit to right field. Give Mike Karp a chance to drive in a run. The Mariners 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position.
Pitching coach coming out, Bruce Walton. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. We have the reliever Brandon Lyon warming up.
Well, Lappy right now is 74 pitches, 44 of those are strikes. But the Mariners scoring some runs, 5 runs, and scored in 3 of the 4 innings, trying to make it 4 out of 5 right here.
Big spot from Mike Karp. Second inning single to center field. Bounced into a double play. Seager back safely. Brandon Lyon continues to heat up for Toronto.
Good look for the fans out there in the pen area.
Sure is. Karp's aboard. He gets hit by a pitch, and they're loaded up. How about Miguel Olivo? Here's an opportunity for him. Screaming line drive double in the second, and was robbed of a base hit by Escobar in the fourth.
Didn't look like he was able to get much of Mikey's laughing at first. I think it was more jersey than anything.
2 outs for Olivo.
That'll bring out manager Farrell coming out.
Yeah, come to get him. Brandon Lyon's going to take over, right-hander. Face Miguel Olivo. Bases loaded in the fifth. The Mariners by 3.
Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. Buy Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax. And by your Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Somehow, somewhere, they let us strap a camera on the information guy. I love his little cart thing that they ride on. I just never catch him.
The segue. Yeah, you know, you have to get some giddy up to catch him when he puts that baby in gear.
You ever tried it?
I have not. I would like to. We used the rollerblade, and this obviously is more is mechanical, and it's got the gear sort of like a motorcycle. I'd like to try it. All right, here is Miguel Olivo, 2 for 7 career against Brandon Lyon. Here's a chance to break this thing wide open. Bases loaded. Saunders at third. You got Seager at second, Karp at first.
Numbers for Brandon Lyon. Only 3 innings pitched, but he has 6 strikeouts. You have to walk about it. Fastball, curve, changeup.
Two lead for the Mariners. The 0-1. Base hit up the middle. Escobar can't get it. Saunders scores. Seager right behind him. 2-run single for Miguel Olivo. And the Mariners extend the lead to 7-5. 7-2 ball game, a 5-run edge now for the Mariners.
And the bottom of the order coming through again. Olivo hitting 7th in the lineup, comes up with the bases loaded and gets a base hit back up the middle. Take a look at our McDonald Supermo, and Escobar, the diving effort, can't get to it. Seager will come around from second and score. Now 10 hits for the Mariners here. Still hitting in the 5th inning. That'll bring up Trayvon Robinson. Robinson 2 for 2, including a double.
Nice work by Miguel Olivo. Switch hitter. Trayvon Robinson batting left-handed, first time tonight. Good night. A 7-2 ball game. Olivo's RBIs number 20 and 21. Aaron Laffey. He's charged with those runs.
And he's still responsible for Carp out at second base. So potentially his night can get worse than that right there. 4 2/3, 9 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned.
Check. No, he didn't, says Brian Gorman. Robinson's gone, but the inning productive is Miguel Olivo. Singles in a couple. Extends the Mariner lead to 7-2. Aaron Laffey, frustrating night against one of his former teams, taking it out on the old Gatorade. 7-2 Mariners. Vargas getting tremendous run support tonight. They're against the Toronto Blue Jays. About to pitch the top of the 6th inning. He's looked good, Mike. He struck out the side in the 1st inning. No strikeouts since then. He's only walked 1. And he's given up the 2 runs on the 3 hits.
Lately, scoring runs for the Mariners is a theme. Scored 4 runs on this homestand. Go back, you have 6. 7, 4, now 7 again. Good sign.
Yeah, good ring to it. 2, 3, and 4 coming up against Vargas here in the 6th. Colby Rasmus leads it off. To right field. Wells right there. 1 down. If you're hitting the road outside the Northwest, take the Mariners with you. Subscribe to MLB.tv to see the Mariners live on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. Aaron Laffey taking a pounding from the Mariners. ERA went from 3.22 to 4.20. Strike one to Encarnacion, a strikeout and a walk tonight. One. Encarnacion 0 for 4 last night, 0 for 1 tonight. Oh yeah. Mariners saw him wear them out in April. Being super careful to this guy's having an outstanding year. Two. That was some hack.
Well, Vargas, 84 pitches, 57 strikes after having to throw a bunch of pitches in the 3rd inning when he gave up the 2 runs. Settled right back, and so he's throwing the baseball in good shape again.
Yeah, full count. Payoff here to Encarnacion. Drive to left. Going back, Robinson. Got it measured. He's on the track. Makes the catch. 2 outs. 2 long flies. Let's check out our Ask the Booth question. Ask Mike from Trent. What's your favorite trade deadline memory?
That's an easy one for me, I think. 1995 when we picked up Andy Bennis at the trade deadline. We needed some pitching help and we were able to get Andy Bennis. And I think more than anything, just to send a message to all of us that ownership was going to try to do everything they could. I think it was shortly after that we picked up Vince Coleman. Made a big difference to our lineup. But obviously we ended up going on having a lot of fun that season, but that's the one that I can remember because we really weren't sure if they were going to do anything.
He had some needs that sort of, I mean, the guys certainly recognized right on the ball club.
Yeah, I think so. And it was just, it was one of those deals where that time we were still trying to run down the Angels and talking about the potential of the wild card. And we're sure if we were going to get there or not. Obviously, things turned out great for us, but that was big for our club, I think, more than anything, to get Andy in there. Again, Vince coming shortly after that.
Bennis did a heck of a job for you, going 7-2 down the stretch. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Cooper's gone, and another 1-2-3 inning thrown by Jason Vargas. 10 in a row retired. He leads 7-2.
Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
A lot of things working nicely for the Mariners tonight. Jason Vargas, another outstanding performance. He's retired the last 10 men that he's faced. And look at the run support he's gotten tonight. 7 runs on 10 hits against the Blue Jays. Here's Brendan Ryan to lead it off. Bender from Brendan Ryan.
Good curveball.
It'll be Ryan, Ackley, and Wells. Good night here for Ryan. An RBI single in the second. Base hit to left in the fourth. RBIs tonight for the Mariners. 3 for Ackley, a home run, and 2 on the fielder's choices. 2-run single by Olivo. Robinson and Ryan have checked it.
Angels beat the Rangers in Arlington tonight, 6-2. The A's taking one on the chin right now. They're in the 7th inning against the Rays in Oakland, losing 6-0.
There's strike 2 and 2. Texas lead over Oakland at the moment at 3 games. Same with the Angels. Three and 2. Jack Kidder, Dustin Ackley. 3 runs batted in tonight. Strike 3 call. Ryan has struck out the last 2 men that he's faced. 1 out here in the 6th.
Brendan thought this pitch was down. You take a look at it. It's on the corner. Brendan thinking that pitch is down, and a lot of sink to the fastball of Lyon. It's close, borderline.
Inside to Ackley, ball 1. First pitch you saw, Aaron Laffey, bottom of the first. Homered 362 feet, got it into the lower right field stands. 7th homer of the season. 3 RBI tonight, gets him to 31. Count. Wells on deck. Three and 1. Hit hard. And it eats up Kelly Johnson.
Oh, probably be an error.
E4. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Slip Cut for USA. Finishing up a fun homestand here. Wrap it up tomorrow, then travel to New York on Thursday. Get there about 8:30. 3 games with the Yankees, 3 with the Royals, a day off in Southern California. Take on the Angels, and then back home. Tampa Bay's only trip to town, and Minnesota's 2nd trip. And on the back end of that homestand, in August, the Cleveland Indians make their 2nd trip to Seattle.
See if Casper Wells can join the hit parade. The Mariners with 10 hits. Working here in the 6th inning, Casper 0 for 2. He did walk in the 5th inning.
Ball 1. He had a nice little string going there for a while where he's hitting the ball hard, using the whole field. Cooled off since then.
Different this time, though. I think it's more the league making some adjustments to Casper. His issues earlier in the season before he was sent down, his timing was off, and that really hasn't been the case. They're just pitching him a little bit tougher. And he'll have to make another adjustment to that, but it's better than the mechanical problems he was having earlier in the season.
Good count here, 2-0. A lot of Blue Jay fans, not a lot to cheer about here tonight. This one popped up. Escobar calls off Laurie, makes a catch. Up number 2. This Canadian Michael Saunders, he is 0 for 3 with a run scored tonight. Tell you what, we get here early and I think they open up for the pen about 4:30, 4:45, and it is always jammed from batting practice through the final out. Outside to Saunders. 1-0. One thing, Vargas getting a lot of rest between innings.
Yep, he is. I don't know if it must be the coaching or the manager, but they take a lot of time when runners get on base. We saw it with Lappy. We saw it some last night. Now we're seeing it again with Lyon, who just came over here to the Jays. They take a long time, and it almost looks like it's coming from the bench, like that play right there, the throw over. A lot of times the bench will ask the pitcher to throw over to first. But Mathis, the catcher, it looks like it's a long time to get those signs back and forth because they seem to look in for a long period of time.
You know, with the Angels, Mike Scioscia makes all the calls, but he gets it in quickly, way quicker than what we're seeing here.
Well, yeah, and I think that's the right thing to do. You shouldn't take a lot of time because I think your pitcher, you want to keep him in a rhythm. And for Lyon, when nobody was on base, he seemed to be pitching well. Now we have a runner because of an error, and he's having a tough time. He fell behind Casper Wells, and now he's behind Saunders.
2-0 to Michael. He's running away, 3-0. Don Wakamatsu, the bench coach, down in the dugout, up on the steps. John Farrell, the manager. 3-0. Hunter goes. Great jump. And that's a strike. It's stolen base for Ackley. His 12th of the season. One count to Michael Saunders, runner in scoring position. Dustin Ackley, good speed out there. Pitch from Lyon. Held it back.
Michael picked up a 2-out RBI in last night's game. Hit a double down into the right field corner to drive in a run.
Two outs, runner at second. 3-2 to Saunders. Fouls it off. When Vargas gets out there, he'll face Escobar, Johnson, and Davis. Jason has retired the last 10 men that he's faced. Any rest between innings. Strikes out Saunders. Lions' third strikeout since coming on in relief of Aaron Laffey. 6 in the books, a 7-2 lead for the Mariners.
Is brought to you by Woodward Brothers Brewing, craft brewing in Portland, Oregon since 1984. And by Pizza Hut. Say goodbye to boring with the Pizzolo. 2 for $5. Only at Pizza Hut. Make it great. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. Gorgeous night here in Seattle. 7-2 lead for the Mariners. Game 2 of a 3-game set with the Toronto Blue Jays. Jason Vargas, outstanding performance. He's got 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Up 2 runs on 3 hits and has retired 10 consecutive hitters. He's got Yunel Escobar, Kelly Johnson, and Rajai Davis, 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Blue Jays team, number 3 in runs scored in the American League, and they're number 2 in Major League Baseball in home runs. So Vargas done a whale of a job.
Yeah, that coming on the heels of what Iwakuma was able to do last night. Iwakuma giving up 1 run, a solo home run to Davis to start the game off, and then he completely shut the Jays down, striking out 13.
With a hole of base hit for Escobar. Awakens many of the Blue Jays fans.
I think it's a pitch out over the plate, able to find the hole on the left side of the infield, but it was on the ground.
There's Kelly Johnson, the second baseman. He's 0 for 2. And hit by Escobar made him 1 for 3 for the night. Carp makes the grab, gets the lead runner.
Brendan Ryan doing the right thing to eat that. I don't think they would have had a play at first. Carp had a tough time getting the ball out of his glove.
That's a nice play.
It was. It was backhanded play. The ball was hit hard by Johnson. You can see Carp go down to his knees to make the play, and then he has a tough time right there. Double clutches it, and Brendan Ryan, the right thing to eat it. Don't want to throw it away in that situation.
Sean Kelly warming up for the Mariners.
Well, Vargas now in 93 pitches, 63 of those for strikes. So Jason starting to get up there with his pitch count. His high this year is 117.
Davis through the hole, base hit.
There in the 7th inning, the Blue Jays are being aggressive with Jason. They've abandoned trying to work counts. They're going up there hacking. First pitch base hit. Bring up Mathis. Mathis is 1 for 2, had a flare into right field and scored a run. Line out to third.
See if Vargas can get a double play here. Ball one. Couple of men on. Johnson at second, Davis at first. One out. Steve Delabar goes across the, it's like across the bridge, if you will. He's on the other side of that wall. Just last night, and now member of the Toronto Blue Jays. His daddy told him, I can feel he's going to get traded. Saunders coming on. He's there, makes the play. 1996, this date in Mariner history. 3 Mariners hit 2 home runs and a 9-3 win at Milwaukee. Ties the Major League record. A-Rod, Buna, and Jr. 9th team to accomplish that feat. Boy, that's a big home run totals that year. Look at that, 36, 44, and 49.
Yeah, you ever heard of those guys?
Man, oh man. A year later to the day, traded same ballpark, traded Jose Cruz while he was in the on-deck zone. Trayvon Robinson throwing a ball back into the bullpen. Moises Sierra called up today. Right fielder. 1 for 2. The run scored. 2 outs. Runners at first and second.
Blue Jays 1 for 4 with men in scoring position off of Jason tonight. So they've been limited in their opportunities.
Big pitch, 1-1. Vargas pitching in the 7th inning. 2 outs. Tied for third. 11 wins. Tied for third in the American League. That fouled off. 1-2.
Jason now at 100 pitches, 68 of those were strikes. So a good ratio for Jason tonight.
Jason went 8 innings in his last outing against Kansas City. He's got Sierra 1-2. Oh yeah! Good try. 2-2. Big 2-2 pitch, 2 on, 2 outs.
He's tried to pitch him inside a number of times, even jamming him on that last pitch. It was a strike, but Sierra able to spoil it late on his swing.
There are your runners. Johnson and Davis. 2-2, 2 outs. To the gap, Saunders has it under control. Vargas, 7 strong innings against a good hitting ball club, the Toronto Blue Jays. Vargas trying to win his 5th consecutive ball game. He leads by 5. Captain Morgan, raise your glass. Always in moderation. To life, love, and loot. The time-lapse actions here at Safeco Field from the broadcast booth. Browns crew doing their job. Beautiful day. Look at the clouds moving in. It's such a gorgeous ballpark. It was set up. National anthem practiced by men and women from the Navy. Batting cage will be working its way in. Look like a little tour group as well. It's from the GoPro camera. These things are beauties. Here's the batting cage. They're getting ready. Bob Christopherson's crew, one of the best in the business. Get it set up. It's really cool watching the clouds move.
Yeah, water the field down again. Second time they watered it down.
That was 4 hours of video taken by the GoPro camera. A lot of fun. Jesus Montero facing a familiar face. Former Mariner 24 hours ago. Steve Delabar, this one popped up. Kelly Johnson back under. So 3 departures. Brandon Lee to the Dodgers. Delabar for the Blue Jays, and Carlos Figueroa sent back to Tacoma. And the incoming guys are Thames from AAA club of the Blue Jays, and Pryor and Caps called up from AAA.
Stephen Pryor, Carter Caps, throw Tom Wilhelmsen in, all of them pushing 100 miles an hour. A lot of fun. Eric Wedge might be able to shorten up the games quickly with those guys out there.
Well, moving forward, that could be, and they're all youngins. And you get some of the hitting situation straightened out, get to the continued growth of a lot of these young players, maybe a couple acquisitions during the offseason. They have something. They're going to need it, too, to fight here in this American League West.
Well, there's no question about that, but I think that we're starting to see some encouraging signs. The guys are scoring runs here at home, getting their hits. Had been the struggle for him in the first half of the season, so maybe here in the second half things will turn around for him here at home. And talking about it, with their 7 runs tonight, 4 runs last night.
And how about this?
7 runs a few nights ago. I mean, they're scoring some runs now.
To that point, coming into tonight's game, the home batting average 204. That doesn't sound like a lot.
When it was down at 190 and you're counting everybody's at bats here, that's doing some pretty good work to raise the average that much.
2-2 to Kyle Seager. And from the 190s, and that's in a short period of time, too.
Over this homestand. I believe at one point they were 196 or 94, something like that.
Fouled off. That first game against the Yankees, Monday, July 23rd, 196 at home.
There you go. Meantime, Steve Delabar still throwing hard. That last fastball to Kyle was at 96 miles an hour.
Two and two. Seager lines one into right center field for a base hit. An out base runner. Second hit tonight for Seager.
And speaking of trying to raise that home batting average, Kyle Seager gets an off-speed pitch. It's like a split that's up out over the plate as he hits it hard back up the middle. Dave mentioning it's second base hit here in the game tonight. Mike Carp an opportunity to swing the bat. Mike 1 for 2 tonight, had a base hit and scored a run in the second, hit into a double play, and then was hit by a pitch his last time up. That was back in the 5th inning.
Eleventh hit for the Mariners. Check one on the mic. The 0-1. 85 miles an hour swinging this. Kelly's staying warm. Carp gets to do it again. 0-2. One out with Seager first. Steve Delabar, a Mariner 24 hours ago, now facing the Mariners. He's got Carp 0-2. Mathis can't hold on. Blue Jays have 2 runs on 5 hits. Carp trying to get something going here. He's got an 0-2 count.
Well, we have the opportunity to watch Steve basically over the last year. I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, how deliberate the Blue Jays are, because he's taking more time than we've ever seen him. And I think, again, it's coming from the relay of the signs from the dugout on what they want to do as far as the base runner goes.
1-2. Nice job by Carp hanging in there. He's behind 0-2. Matsu giving the sign. 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count. Good at bat by Carp.
Well, this will be the 8th pitch of this at bat coming up to Carp. You see him grinding away. Miguel Oliva waiting on deck. He's had a good night. A couple of base hits, including a double, driven in 2 runs. Scored a run.
Sager at first. He's back. Escobar's got his hands on his hip. So does the second baseman. I get it. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw down the second. Seager's dead meat. Swing him out, throw him out, double play. Ends the 7th, 8th inning coming up. 7-2 Mariners.
knows how to start off a game. He did it with his 7th home run of the season. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. We've been talking about blue skies and puffy white clouds. Let's take you to somewhere where it's really cool this time of year. Arlington, Texas. It's the Rangers hosting the Angels. Albert Pujols going deep in the heart of Texas. Not once, but twice. Puts the Angels up 1-0 in the 4th with a bomb to left, and he added another one in the 6th. That's 20 home runs now and 67 RBI for Pujols. Angels take it 6-2. So much, guys, for the slow start he was off to.
I wasn't concerned. I tell you what, I wasn't lighting votive candles for him, that's for sure.
We talked about it. We thought he was going to be okay. 20 home runs end of July. Sean Kelly will take over for Vargas. Take a look at the numbers for Kelly. 3.77 ERA, 31 strikeouts. In the 28 2/3 innings that he has pitched, only 8 walks. Sean will use a fastball. It'll be 93, 94 miles an hour. Also has a slider.
Boy, that's a big hack off. Pretty good pitch there by Kelly. Top of the order, Laurie, Rasmus, and Encarnacion. Set up way outside. And he punches it past Carp, base hit. Olivo was way outside. Trying to get a waste pitch. Another strong performance by Mr. Vargas.
He's in good shape after this one tonight. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. Only 1 walk for him tonight. 103 pitches for Jason. 70 of those are strikes. Pitched well. Again, I was wondering how he would do with all the stuff that's been going on from his last start to today, and everybody talking about the trades and asking him about it and dealing with all that. But again, he's been on such a good run. He continued again tonight.
Vargas thrilled to still be here. We're glad to have him here.
Oliver Perez, the left-hander for the Mariners, getting loose. There's Oliver.
Rasmus 0 for 3. Looks at a strike. There's a double play depth. This ball up high, 2-1. Lowry back. 2-hit night for Brett. Wedge Ball Club playing really well. 14-11 record in the month of July. Won 5 consecutive ball games. Encarnacion's on deck. Popped up. Carp taking charge. One down, one on here in the 8th inning. Hey, just like Felix is the king of the mound, your kids can be king of the playground when they pick up a cool Felix Hernandez t-shirt Sunday, August 19th. It's all part of the Boeing Salute to Kids Day here at Safeco Field. What's more, following the game, all youngsters, you're invited to take a trip around the Safeco Field bases. Get your tickets at Mariners.com right now. I wonder what they're what's up for grabs. Good matchup here, Kelly against Encarnacion. First time Sean's facing off against Edwin. strike, 1-1.
Good fastball from Sean. He hasn't thrown a first pitch strike to any of the batters he's faced. See him work ahead in the count so he can go to that slider. Slider is best pitch.
1-1. He's got some bat speed.
He does, and I think Sean Kelly, it looks to me like his fastball has picked up a couple miles an hour. That last one at 95 miles an hour. Remember earlier in the year he was around 91, 92, and he's consistently 94 now. The last one at 95 on the outside corner.
Comes the 1-2. Levo throwing down, throws it into center field. Saunders will throw it back. And that hits off of the runner and sits right there. Laurie gets the third. Oh, hit off his upper back area.
That'll be a wild pitch and an error on the catcher. Pitch in the dirt. It's a slider. Olivo trying to hustle and make a strong throw. Fortunately, it's just too high, and then Saunders not much of a chance to get him as he hits him in the back. And you can see Kyle trying to get around him so that the ball doesn't hit him. You never know where it's going to go. Fortunate for the Mariners, it stayed on the infield.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Then Encarnacion. That's playable. Ryan under it. Big second out. Bring up David Cooper. Hey, Root Sports is looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest. We're going state to state to find the most passionate in our region. This month, we want to hear from devoted fans in Montana. Log on to rootsports.com and show us why you're the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fan. 2 outs in the 8th. Brett Laurie at third.
With that pop-up, Blue Jays 1 for 6 now in the game with runners in scoring position.
David Cooper 0 for 3. Two-0. Back with a strike, 2-1. Two outs, runner at third. 7-2 lead for the Mariners here in the 8th. Kelly back to a 2-2 count. And ended right here. 2-2, 2 outs, runner at third. Pitch from Kelly. Popped up. Get out of play.
Looked like Sean went with a hard slider down and in. Good pitch. Well located. Cooper just able to fight that pitch off.
Again at 2-2. Way upstairs, overthrew that one. Full count. On deck, hitters the shortstop, Yunel Escobar, who's 1 for 3.
Sean having to work hard in this inning. 20 pitches in this inning so far. 11 strikes.
Three 2. Pitch to Cooper. He struck him out. Tagged by Olivo. That'll do it for the Blue Jays here in the 8th. They get Laurie to third and no farther. Mariners 7, Blue Jays 2.
Is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Guys?
Angie, thank you very much. We're down at Pike Place Market. It's above, that's a great shot. Above third base, looking through the stadium, looking at the moon. Nice. Very nice. Tell you what, Mike, good signs here with this Mariner Ball Club. A 7-2 lead on Toronto, which is a very explosive team. And this is a good setup getting ready to go on the road again.
Well, I would agree. The Mariners have swung the bats extremely well on the road, and now they're starting to swing them here at home. Andrew Carpenter will take over for the Blue Jays. A 5.63 ERA. He's only pitched 8 innings so far this year. 8 strikeouts, 5 walks. Giving up 4 home runs, though, in those 8 innings. Bring up Miguel Olivo. Olivo with a good night. Miguel 2 for 3. Driven in a couple of runs. You take over, look at the run differential for the Mariners.
That's a positive sign there. Look at that. +1 up to the moment. That's some significant improvement. I'd like to see that continue on the positive side. Olivo, the latest resident of the Double Lockers, formerly occupied by Ichiro, the clubhouse.
So that's about right. He's one of the senior guys
Sure.
in there.
Josh Kenny warming up. Saw him last night. 0-2 here to Olivo. Breaking ball, got a piece of it.
All sliders from Carpenter so far.
Tom Wilhelmsen was not available last night, tending to his wife. She did not give birth to the baby last night. Swinging a miss. Olivo's gone, 1 down. This season, whether you're entertaining clients, co-workers, or your closest friends, make sure you watch Mariner Baseball in style from the Safeco Field Suite. Invite anywhere from 14 to 400 people, and we're going to help you customize the rest, including first-class service and menus. For more info, visit mariners.com/suites. And the suites here are fantastic.
Trayvon Robinson. He had a good night, too. Bottom of the order. Really been helping out as we talk about the Mariners scoring runs. Trayvon 2 for 3 on the night, has an RBI, scored 2 runs. So has a double.
What do you see different in Mr. Robinson from last year, say at this time when he was just brought up?
You know what? I'll be curious to watch him a little bit more. But so far he's putting the ball in play, which is a good sign. And And last year, it seems, from what I can remember, Dave, when he first came up, he had some success, hit a home run in Anaheim and did some things. And then he had a few struggles. So I'll be curious to see, give him a little bit of time to see if he's gone past that period and able to make another adjustment.
Remember he had a lot of strikeouts?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. Give him a chance to play a little bit more. What does he have, 10 at-bats or something now? So with Peguero getting sent out, we get a chance to play a little bit more. I'm sure that we'll see Thames get a chance to play probably tomorrow with the right-hander Carlos Villanueva going for the Jays.
There's Eric.
He's had a great year, by the way, 6-0 with a 2.92 ERA.
2-1 to Robinson. Outside.
See if he can drive a fastball here on a 3-1 count. Brendan Ryan waiting on deck. And that pine tar ready on the bat. Brendan has a tendency to throw it every now and then. Might go need a little extra.
3-1. Javon takes a walk.
There you go. That's a great shot.
It really is. Well done, fellas and ladies. Two for three night for Robinson. Make that Ryan, beg your pardon. 2 for 3 night for him. Struck out looking last time. Thousands were back this way.
Well, you had it right in both cases. Robinson 2 for 3
there
night
you
also.
Go. How about that? 11 hits for the Mariners, 7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. 2-6-1 for Toronto.
Again, the good news for him is 7, 8, 9 hitters have 6 of those 11 hits.
One, two. Oh, 2 count to Ryan.
Carpenter, steady diet of sliders to the right-handed hitters.
Carpenter out of Grants Pass, Oregon. Lives in Moreno Valley, California now. 6'3", 230. 0-2 pitch here to Ryan. Robinson takes off. Great jump. Swing. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. Hit and run was on. And a broken bat looper gets into right field. A base hit for Ryan. He's got 3 hits tonight. Good for him. Let's take a look at our Land Rover defensive play of the game.
Kyle Seager on the line drive, catching it behind him. Taking a base hit away. A great play, good reactions by Kyle Seager, who was playing in front of the bag. And how about that base hit from Brendan Ryan? I'm not sure that anybody deserves that one more than he does with the struggles he went through earlier in the year. Now he's a hot hitter. And have Trayvon trying to steal a base. And
he had
shatters his bat and ends up with a little base hit.
Trayvon had a great jump, too.
We'll bring up Dustin Ackley. Ackley 1 for 4 tonight, but he has 3 RBIs and hit his 7th home run of the season.
Ryan with that base hit goes from 197 to 205 and continues his hot hitting streak over the last, 35, 36 games.
There you go. 7 of the 9 starters with base hits tonight. Mariners 4 for 9 with men in scoring position this evening.
One 0 to Ackley. On 1 count. That hit by Ryan, hit number 12 for the Mariners. Why not get some more? Well, here you go, Mike, up to the minute. Brendan Ryan now. Last 37 games since June 16 with the hits tonight, 3 for 4. It's a 279 clip.
His defense, you will take that all day.
Three and one to count. Carpenter struggling. Back this way. Brendan Ryan 31 for his last 111. That's 279 over the last 37 games.
Josh Kinney pacing himself out into the bullpen. He looks like he's ready to go.
Three and two to Ackley. Popped up in infield. Laurie calling off his catcher. Two outs.
Casper Wells looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3. Hit a walk back in the 5th inning. Was able to get the count in his favor last time up, but ended up popping up to the shortstop. Missed a fastball.
Got a chance to pick up another run or two. First pitch. In there for strike. Breaking ball missed. He's worked up a pretty good lather. He should be totally ready. Off the middle of the bat, popped up. No play for Mathis. One and two count for Casper. Back up the middle, Escobar. They get the force out on Ryan. That'll do it. Ninth inning coming up, Josh Kinney. 5-run cushion to work with. Try to close this baby out.
Meantime, trade deadline come and gone, and the Rays hanging on to James Shields at the deadline. He's on the hill tonight facing the A's in Oakland. And Tampa is happy they kept him. Shields been lights out tonight in the Bay Area. Complete game, 3-hit shutout to go along with 11 punch-outs. The Rays cool down the A's 8-0 in our Sterling Banks scoreboard. Guys?
All right, Nancy, thank you. Here's a look at the wild card standings in the American League. The American League West, well represented by the Angels and the Athletics. We're going to see Baltimore next week. Mariners will have a say in a lot of that stuff. Let's take a look at our Nissan shift to the bullpen. This is Josh Kenny.
Josh on the year at 2.35 ERA, 7 2/3 innings, but 11 strikeouts. He'll use a slider and a fastball. Typically, he likes to throw the slider to the right-handed hitters.
Strike one to Yunel Escobar, leading off. Escobar, Kelly Johnson, and Rajai Davis, 5, 6, and 7 here in the 9th inning.
The bullpen short for Eric Wedge last night. Kenny was able to work into the 9th inning, did not get the save. Lucas Littke ended up coming in and getting one out to get the save. There's a good slider.
Got a new 2 count. He's hit the left last time up. Hit that hard smash we showed you that Seager corralled. One and 2. Kenny came in last night, struck out. And Gomes struck out Escobar, walked Kelly Johnson, and that's when he got lifted. Swing and a miss. Escobar gone, 1 out.
Four pitches, 3 sliders, including this one. Gets the strikeout. Well located, down and away.
The hitter's Kelly Johnson 0 for 3. Around. He's 0-2 to Johnson. His Jays came in 10th in batting average tonight, 3rd in runs, scored 2nd in home runs, and 5th in stolen bases. Vargas, Kelly, and now Kenny have really held them down. Swing and a miss. Kelly Johnson dispatched quickly. 2 outs.
Go-to pitch, the slider again from Kenny. And just take a look at our McDonald's Supermo, and the grip on the slider spins out of his hand. Johnson can't lay off the pitch, down and in, trying to get him to swing over the top of it, and is able to do it. Good pitch. Bring up Rajai Davis. Davis so far 1 for 3 in the game. Had a base hit his last time up.
Down the line, foul. Dustin Eckley couldn't have given the Mariners a better start. First pitch from Aaron Laffey, he homered. And it was on from there. Kyle Seager, a couple of hits, scored a run. Slider. And how about Brendan Ryan? He's hitting .279 over his last 37 games, a 3-hit night for him. 3 for 4. 1-1 to Davis. Back with a strike. Trayvon Robinson batting 8th tonight, an RBI in the 2nd inning, a double in the 4th, and a walk. And how about Olivo? He came up big, a 2-out single in the 5th. A lot of heroes tonight. Here's the 1-2 from Kenny to Davis. The pitch fought off. Do it again.
Another good slider from Kenny. That pitch down out of the strike zone, and Davis barely getting a piece of it. Look at that group again. A lot of MVPs for this game tonight. Forget about Jason Vargas and his efforts, going 7 innings, giving up just 2 earned runs.
Who was your pick to click over on the radio side?
I went with Saunders tonight. So Mike didn't have his best night. He was 0 for 4, but he did score a run.
1-2 to Davis. Swing and a miss. Kenny strikes out the side to win the ball game. 7-2. Closes it out beautifully. Josh Kenny. And the Mariners have won 6 games in a row. Last time they had a 6-game winning streak, last May 18th through the 23rd. It gives them the series against Toronto with the final game tomorrow, and it makes the Mariners 7-2 on this homestand.
And an option to get back-to-back sweeps. The Mariners sweeping the Royals before this series, and now they have a chance to get greedy going into tomorrow night. But Jason Vargas, again, with all the stuff he had to deal with over the last week, especially talking about the trade rumors, comes out after he gets past the deadline today and pitches well in this game. The Mariners pitching overall in the series so far, holding the Blue Jays over 18 innings to just 3 runs. They've really pitched well. And then the offense, too. 4 runs last night, but 7 runs scored tonight. Bottom of the order doing a lot of the damage when you look at Olivo, Robinson, and Ryan. The guys really contributed tonight.
A lot of good work tonight as Jason Vargas goes to 12-7. He's won 5 consecutive ball games. Lots to talk about for Brad and Dave Valley. Boys, it's all yours.